Good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is time for another Trishcraft Tuesday. Exciting. I hope you're excited. I'm always excited when it comes to Trishcraft Tuesday, and please excuse me rubbing my hands and clasping them together. It is really cold this morning. It's supposed to be a warm day and I am very mad. It's cold, although it probably will warm up. So I refuse to light the fire. So I'm sitting here in the cold. I don't know, crazy. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So this is the last Trishcraft Tuesday for September, as part of the collaboration with Lydia from February and June. So while I won't stop working with the Trish that she sent me when we did our Trish swap, I won't be limiting myself so much to what she sent. So yeah, there's still lots of goodies in the box that she sent me that I want to play with, but I might just dip in and out and mix it up with other things going forward into October. So I chose out this bit of packaging that she sent me. It's sticker packaging, and if you've watched any of my Trishcraft Tuesday videos before, you know I gravitate towards interesting shapes. They really capture my attention. So this I had in mind is from stickers, that I could get two different things out of it, and I'm not sure how it's going to work, so if it goes wrong, yeah, that's just part of the fun, isn't it? So what I'm going to do first off is trim, so I'll just flip that up so I don't accidentally cut it off. I don't think I will, but just to be on the safe side. I'm not sure how much I actually want. So I am going to use another box. This is a medication box out of my own stash. I'm just going to, hopefully, oh yes, punched beautifully. Punch a circle out of there, just so I can get an idea of how far up I want to cut this. Okay, I think I want to cut it actually quite low, lower than I thought I was going to cut it. So I'm just going to cut it below this barcode here. And it should be quite quick little projects today. I don't think they'll take overly long, but we'll see how we get on. So we've got this bit off the bottom, so it's got this flip up that was on the front. And then in the back it's got this little slot here for holding in like the sheet of stickers, like that. So I thought that would be really cute on a page. And I'll just grab a page out. So it's journal page. So you could sit it on the bottom. And it could either just be a decorative feature if you glued it right down. I love the colour. It does have a brand name here, so I think I will cover that with something. And it might be as simple as a sticker or a word, because I love this colour. It's like, I don't really want to cover up that beautiful colour. And then on the back, we have this little slotty bit here. And I had a few ideas on what to do with it. Some of them really cool, but I'm just not sure how I'd make it work, so perhaps I'll leave that for another time. And I was thinking if I glue a circle in there and just make it an interesting little tuck spot. So essentially a tuck spot on either side. Actually, would I prefer to have it on the side? I might prefer to have it on the side. Bit of ephemera. Have I got one handy? Let's just see. Sorry if I knock the camera. I'm reaching around to the shelves behind me and my leg sometimes hits the tripod. So I'm just digging in my bag of ephemera, looking for a journaling card maybe. Yep. So just grab out one of my pre-made pieces, just so I can see. This might be a bit heavy for this small tuck spot, but do I want it down there? Or Up the top is another option, up there, which is cute as well, or down the bottom. Oops, slide it on the page, or down here. Oh, decisions. It could go in any of those places, like any would be really lovely. Okay, I'm not actually going to stick it on the page, I think, so essentially it doesn't matter too much, except that if I do it at the top, I want to make sure if I use a word that it's not upside down, so I kind of need to decide before I decorate it up. So I'm just wondering, I'm not going to do too much to it because I think it's pretty much okay. I do want to add a bit of washi tape just to cover that number there. And I think washi tape will be one of the easiest ways to do that. So I'll just grab out my washi tape, and I don't want one that's see-through because I don't want to really see the numbers through it. So I've got this owls, again deciding which way up you want it. If the side, it doesn't matter which way you put things. It'll work both ways, but yeah, deciding whether you want it top or bottom. And I'm tending towards bottom, to be honest. So it will also matter for my owls. Yes, so I put my owls up that way. And I'm choosing the owls because they are pink. Now I need to just slide it in under this little slot. Just a tad. Oh, this could be the tricky part. Just going to bend it up slightly and break this off so it's easy to work with. Yeah, cute. And I'm just going to wrap around the tape on either side, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue stick to those bits that I'm wrapping around. It's not particularly sticky, this washi tape, and because this is going to have things slide in behind it, it'll just give it a little bit extra hold so it doesn't come adrift. And I've got this sticky bit here, so I also need to cover that. And I'm just going to use perhaps a washi tape I don't use very much. This one is tends to shred a bit on me. So, and there, it just ripped off fine without shredding. So, you know, can't make its mind up whether it wants to behave or not. And I'm just going to pop that down there to cover that sticky bit. Oops, and I'm still going to need to trim it. Or do I? Do I? Gosh, this is the problem with doing things, you know, on the fly, is you do something and then it's like, oh, that won't work, or that's counterproductive to what I'm achieving. But I think that works fine. Yep, happy with that. So no, I'm all good. So pop the washi away. And I do want to cover this part with something. So I'm going to grab out my scraps, wherever I've put them, that Lydia sent me, and see if we could find something in here that we would like to cover that circle with. So I'm sure we'll find something in here that will work. It's this really pretty floral. It's got some pink in it. Some fun painty. This is cardstock, so I might not use that bit. What's this? Some pretty florals. We want to go some pink. What would that look like? So this is from a catalogue or a magazine or something. I'm just going to punch a circle out and see what it looks like. I might change my mind, but let's just have a look. Well, that's quite pretty. A floral. Oh yes, I like that. I think that will be quite lovely. Right, so glue that onto my circle. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I have got issues with uploading video at the moment. It's been uploading since basically midday yesterday, and we're 2 hours away from midday today. So it's been going 22 hours, and it's actually uploaded, but it, you know, when you upload a thing, it comes up with a message that it's pending checks, and it's been sitting on pending checks for probably about 18 hours. It's very frustrating. So there was no video went up yesterday because it's still just sitting there waiting on YouTube to do whatever checks. So I'm trying again, and it's my second attempt is still uploading at the moment. So hopefully I can get that sorted. So you may have 2 videos to watch today. But it's, yeah, just a little bit frustrating. Now I could actually just glue that on the front, but I want to make use of that little slot. Do I want to do anything down here? Maybe I want, no. People, I can't decide. I can't decide. No, I'm going to leave it. Where am I? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make my life easy because I think covering that shape is just going to lead me down a rabbit hole of trickiness. So I can always go in with some pen and colour it in with a marker or something. So I'm just working out roughly where I need to put some glue. And I can wipe up excess anyway, so not too critical if I go over. Just lifting it up and slotting it in, like so. Now I could have trimmed it down and just left that as the tuck spot, but I thought that was really limiting. You can't put much in it because it's not very big. So I just wanted to leave the whole width of that card so it could hold something a bit bigger and a bit heavier. So the journal card I picked out to demonstrate may be slightly too heavy and big, and that's okay. I'll just, when I do use it in a journal, I will cater what I use according to what actually it will hold. Now, do I want to glue that bit there as well? Technically, no, I think I've got glue marks on there because I didn't grab out a wet wipe, so I'm trying to do it with a dry tissue. I'm thinking if I leave that gap in between, so it's only glued to this little flap here, it can actually be a tuck spot in there, like so, rather than behind the owls, which I kind of like. So when I glue it on the page, I'm going to glue all this part down to the page, and then the tuck spot, see, I've just gone against what I said about the width, is just going to be this little bit here. But because it's between 2 bits of cardstock, it actually holds quite firmly than if it was just a bit of paper or something. So I think that it will actually hold this size journal card pretty well, actually. So that's going to be the tuck spot on that side. So I'll just bring my page back so you can visualize how that will look. So I'll just put it on the side just for ease. So this part's all going to be glued down, and then this will be the tuck spot here. Now you could actually make it a double tuck spot and just glue along the bottom here, so you could put something in behind as well. But I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave that as a little tuck spot And it could be just small ephemera if you don't think it's going to hold that well. So like I've got these mini playing cards here. Probably want a regular size playing card for this, but you know, tuck something like that in, and you can tuck it on the corner because it can go down in through here depending how you glue it. So that will be super cute. So whether you put a big piece of ephemera or a little piece in, you've got options. So not everyone's going to have this piece of packaging, but just to show you the possibilities. I think I just damaged that paper. Yep. You know, of looking at things a little bit different. And you can just dress all that up if you want to. I'm just going to leave it at the moment. Now on this side, again, I think I will preserve it as a tuck spot. When I glue it on, I may change my mind to just leave it as a decoration, because I think as a decoration that's quite cute. You know, just to the side or in the middle, it's just quite a cute decoration, and you could decorate it up as much as you want. But I am thinking, and I'm probably not going to stick anything on now because I'll leave it until I know like the theme of the journal that I want to put it in. It might end up in my own journal. It might not. So let's just grab this word out, for example, and just pop it over there. Or it doesn't have to be a word. You could put a stamp or a, oops, busy creasing that, a number, whatever you like. So very simple, very quick and easy. Little double tuck spot. And I mean little, it's cute. So that's the first thing. I did warn you, you know, these projects were going to be quite quick. So let's move on to this other piece of the packaging, the top part, and have a look what we might want to do with that. So I had other thoughts about how to use the whole packaging, but it was too long for my typical journal page. So I thought, well, I'll just turn it into two things. So options with this, it could be a bookmark style where you just tuck it into your journal or a book or something. It could be a side pocket. It could be a belly band that just doesn't go all the way. But I think I'm going to turn it into a tag because it's already got a hole, and part of why I want to use it is because it's got a hole. So I don't want to cut it off. And I am just going to collage it up. So I'm going to grab back the scraps that Lydia sent me and do a bit of collaging. So I'm not sure what style of collaging I'm going to do yet. Now this is shiny on this side, so I don't think I'll leave that as a writing surface because your pen's likely to smudge. And that's never a fun look. I find that extremely frustrating when that happens, and I will use my tacky glue because it is shiny surface, and just because my glue page is already quite sticky. So let's just go this way, and hopefully I'm on camera. Sorry. So we're just going to make a fun little tag. And I really like this marbly paper. It's so cool. And I think I might just layer blocks of scraps. So using up scraps for Scrappy September. It's been really, really fun. So have you participated at all in Scrappy September? Have you watched the videos? Have you made anything? Lydia and I would love to know. The last Scrappy Action came out yesterday. Lydia did a video on that. And there's some free printables for you to print as part of that for Scrappy September. So hop along and watch her video. It's called Scrappy Action 4. Is in the title. I can't remember what else is in the title, but Scrappy Action 4. And grab yourself some freebies as part of the month of scrap busting. It's been super fun, and we'd love to know if you've done anything, or even if you haven't done anything, have you enjoyed what you've seen? Will you use some of the ideas? This isn't particularly straight, this piece, so a bit of trimming up needed. I think it's my cutting that wasn't straight, so I might have to do a bit of trimming up afterwards around the edges, and that's fine. It's not a problem. It's often easier than trying to get the right size to begin with. It's just lay it over the edges and then trim up. And if you've got patience and time, wait till the glue dries before you trim it. Often I don't, and end up with gummy scissors. But if you want to save yourself having to clean your scissors, then just give it a little bit of time for the glue to dry before you try trimming. And I'm just going to wipe off some of that wet glue so I don't end up with glue over everything. Right, I seem to have gone on the green vibe. Oh, that's pretty, but it's not big enough. That's a shame. Maybe, no, it's not big enough. That's a shame because it's so pretty. What else have we got here? This has got some green in it. And we could probably get the rest. I won't use all of it. So keep that big bit there so I can use it on something else. And I can cut off another strip here. So I've got some nice usable bits. It's very pretty, this. Thank you for sending it to me, Lydia. Right, now I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to glue it on and then use my hole punch to punch out that hole, I think. I think that's the easiest thing to do. It won't be the same size as the hole, but that's okay. I'm not going to take the time to try and fussy cut out the hole. That's, yeah, not something I really want to be doing. And I don't want to waste your time by me trying to work that one out. Let's just take the easy route. You know, there's nothing wrong with going an easy way. If there's an easier way to do something, why not? Like, there's nothing wrong with taking the easy way. You're just saving yourself some time, some pain of trying to work it out, and also, like, you have these tools, you buy tools to use as part of your crafting and part of your art. Why wouldn't you actually utilize those tools? Otherwise, why waste the money? So, right, so I'm going in. The glue is sort of dry in parts and not in others. So I will have to clean my scissors again. A trim up, and I like doing this and as I go, so I can see where I am at and how everything's looking and whether I've missed anything. Like, sometimes the overall you can miss that, not see that please excuse me, miss that you've or not see that you've missed a part until you trim it up, and then you start to notice the smaller details. Right, so that's cool. So that needs some focal elements or something on it. So on this side, I need scraps of writing type paper. So I'll just grab out my bag of writing type bits. And this I might do a different style. And do torn edges. Just for fun. Some newsprint here. And I should have waited to punch the hole until I'd done this, but never mind. Please excuse me, I've gone a bit froggy. I must need a sip of my coffee. Excuse me a moment. Getting a bit dry, I think. Right, the newsprint is see-through, so I am going to lay that on the bottom so that a lot of this will actually end up covered by this other scrap of note paper. Oh yeah, I definitely need to change out my glue page. And take it out over the edge just a little bit so I can trim it up because it's a bit ragged along that edge. Right, whip this page off before I forget. So it can go in my pile. And back to the tacky glue for this because it's a thicker, stronger paper so it can handle the tacky glue. Whereas the butcher paper would most likely sort of wrinkle and show the glue marks more readily. So. Oh gosh, I've got a sort of raspy throat now. Right, there we go. See how that's covered most of that butcher paper. This is still a little bit see-through, but you certainly couldn't identify, apart from the barcode, what's behind. Helps that the text was mostly in Japanese too, so it's just kind of a faint texture in the background. And no, don't want to use that bit. Let's find a smaller piece that we can use. Sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Rifling through my bag of neutral papers. That might be big enough. Bit of paper bag. Let's just give it a nice sort of torn edge. Yep, and I'll go back to the glue stick for this bit. So nothing too exciting for this Trash Craft Tuesday, apart from I find using trash for anything creative is fun and exciting. So I'm excited by it, and hopefully it just helps you look at trash a little bit differently. So grab back my hole punch and repunch that hole. Right, and time to get my scissors sticky again. Oops. Goopy, sticky mess. So one piece of packaging, two little quick easy projects. Oh, paper stuck to my fingers. Come on, come off. There we go. So almost done with the trimming. Oh, maybe if I use a tissue to get that off my scissors, might be save my fingers. There we go. Sorry about that noise. Right, next. What did I do with it? I've reorganized everything, so what I would normally reach for, not. It's like, oh, that's right, I put it in a different container. So I just had to rethink. Like normally I had this in a little pouch, makeup pouch actually, and I've got these new bins to try and organize everything, and I'm still getting used to where I put stuff. So this took me a minute there. Got this little bit of tulle. That might be pretty because it's a tealy, bluey, greeny colour. I guess teal is a bluey green, so I'll put that in the top as a little topper. Just loop it through and pull it tight. There we go. That's, you see that? That's really cute. Now writing on the back. Okay, close my glue before it gets all dry and hard in the nozzle. Put my lace aside, and that's just my bin of smaller scraps. So I've got a big shoebox of all my laces, and that's exploding as well. And the shoebox is falling apart, so I really need to rethink that storage as well. Right, shall we go ahead and decorate this? How long have we been going? About half an hour. Feel free to stop it if you've seen enough. But I'm just thinking, what do I want to decorate it with? Let's grab out a bird and see if we can find a bird that might look nice. That one kind of works. That's too long. Oh, there's a nice eagle. Oh, yes, like him. Let's go with him. And do I want to put a stamp on with him? I have trouble using my stamps. I find it difficult because there's stamps in here I don't actually have in my old stamp collection. And sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to use that one because I don't have it in my actual... I mean, I haven't practiced stamp collecting for just the sake of stamp collecting for a long time, but so it's missing lots and lots of stamps, and when I find one that I know I don't have, it's really hard to use it. And I know it's crazy. I do enjoy stamps. They are little works of art. Right, so maybe that one, because I know I've got that one already. Do we want book page? Let's see if we can find a little bit of book page or music or something. Something texty, patterny. This is one of the product leaflets that I talked about. I think it was in another Trashcraft video, and it's got Asian characters on it. Oops, I don't want the blue. This is from an electric toothbrush. So let's see what bit of that will look like. Oops, another random bit of something. And I want to organise my scraps because my patterned and coloured scraps are in the same bag as my text scraps, and I really need to separate out the text and music and stuff so it's easier to find. So that hopefully will be a job for today if I get time. I was quite inspired watching a video of Gail Agostinelli's this morning, and she was busy sorting through some book pages, and it was like, yeah, I need to do a bit of sorting. Maybe just up there like that. Kind of would like some words that say something like wild and free, but I don't think I have anything like that. So I might have to wait and make some on the computer and print them out and then put that on, because I think wild and free, this guy, eagles are beautiful. They're so strong and awesome, and just the whole concept of being wild and free just really fits for them, I believe. Right, I think I do want a word. I don't know where I'd put it, but yeah, so I'm just going to stick him down. Forgot there was wallpaper there, so that may need to be stuck down with tacky glue, and because of that wallpaper I'm going to stick our wet eagle down with tacky glue. And this bird is fussy cut, I think from a nature book or some sort of animal book. It's a lot bigger than my other birds, which are cut from field guides. I love harvesting images from anywhere that there's interesting, cool, fussy cuttable images. I love grabbing them. And never turn down an owl or an eagle. There we go, fine fellow, aren't you gorgeous? I really like this tree that he's bit of trees sitting on. There, you've got a home, birdie. I think it's somewhere wild and free. I don't know, we'll see. Might not work, might not fit, but there we go. There's my little tag from packaging. So just clear this away, out of the way, so you can see better, and grab back my other bit that I've buried. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I'd buried it. So we've got two pieces of ephemera, this cute little double tuck spot. So tuck something in behind here, and you could leave it as a double tuck spot by just gluing down the bottom here. And then on the side you've got this other little tuck spot with a cool shape and colour, and just I need to stick something over that when I use it, a word or an image or a sticker or something. And then from the top of the packaging we've got this tag that's very, very cool, and I will distress around that. I might clip the corners or corner around them or something, but other than that, and maybe words, not sure, but a really cool tag with a bird on it. So I hope you enjoyed this Trashcraft Tuesday with me. I hope that the video uploads okay, and that the other one eventually shows up as well. So enjoy your week. I'll see you back for the next video. Bye for now.